I'm driving. Ow, he's sleeping. Hey, seems like a fair trade to me. I think sometimes we get a preconceived notion in our minds after a first impression. You know, they say that you only get one first impression. Well, today, we're going to try to prove that wrong. And we are going to shoot for 2 first impressions. Because today, we are at Six Flags America for my second visit and Allie's very first visit. Well, so far a pretty windy day to our start, but nonetheless, park looks pretty good. Looks pretty clean, and like I said, everyone has been super friendly so far. Just had a Bugs Bunny encounter. What do you think? Do we trust the rabbit?
Yeah.
All right, I'll buy that. We'll trust the rabbit for now. So for anyone that is a Family Guy fan, I can't help myself. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Sorry, couldn't help myself. But if you're looking for some, they're located on Route 8 in LiQWYD. Sorry. Again, couldn't help myself.
You look like an idiot.
First ride of the day, and boy, I hope the lines aren't long. That 4-hour drive gets to you, especially with coffee. Just wait until you're older, kid. Well, 161, what did you think?
I thought it was pretty good. It's not the best. I heard it was a little janky. It still kind of is, but it probably improved.
I agree. Well, you heard that it improved because I was yelling, "Oh wow, they did track work," which they did, and they did a pretty good job. They made a ride that was pretty darn rough, pretty tolerable. So we'll try to get some rides a little bit later in the day when it warms up a little more. It's just about 48, 49 degrees. So hopefully we get another 10 or 15 degrees in us, and maybe we can try a front seat on board. So, Allie coaster credit number 162. What did you think?
I thought it was okay. There's a lot of head rattling, but if you keep your head forward, you won't get a lot of it, but I still got a little bit of head rattling.
Well, there you have it. A professional's review of Firebird. And I say professional because, trust me, she's written enough of them. And I concur. I mean, it's not bad, but it's what I remember from last year. Rough transitions, especially before the fire element coming out of that corkscrew roll. Yeah, not the best, but I mean, it's a people eater. It's what the park needs. Now, they're only running one train. I'm not sure if it's just because they have one or if there are 2. I can't remember if they were running 2 trains last year or not. Let me get a little view of Wild One here. We're headed over in that direction now. You know what? I felt like you were gonna make it. There was confidence in the shot, and I think that's all that counts, right? Here's redemption. Alrighty, Joker's Jinx, credit number 163. Go ahead, Al.
The Joker is really good. I prefer it in the front. There's a lot of head shoppers that make this amazing.
Yeah, that I concur. Fun, good, as good if not better than it was last year. I don't know how Premier Rides launch coasters age so well. Really, with the only exception being Skyrocket at Kennywood, and that was because of that transformer issue that, you know, was unique to that prototype, so it had to get remade from scratch. Besides that, and I guess Batman and Robin the Chiller, that probably didn't age very well. But besides those, the rest of them are doing great. So yeah, we're heading past the Oak Grove Picnic Pavilions, getting a little bit of the scenic walk, and you know, I will say Six Flags America has the potential to be a very pretty park, but as I think we'll probably see, there are some improvements, of course, that could be made, but we'll talk about those a little later in the day when we get to them. Batwing, Allie credit, number 164. What'd you think?
That was really good. The elements were very nice. I don't know what to say about it. It's just really good.
Well, I don't know about really good, but it's fun. That was probably the most free I've ever been on a Flying Dutchman. My legs are sore from trying to hold myself flat. So yeah, I definitely could have been strapped in better. But man, freeing and fun. Had some relatively high winds this morning, but looks like in the last 5-10 minutes, they've opened Superman. Well, I knew that Six Flags America had inflated some of the food pricing, but I gotta tell you, a slice of pizza, 2 garlic knots, and a drink for $20.50. Ooh, that's a steep slice of pizza. Superman Ride of Steel. Allie Coaster credit, number 165. What'd you think?
It was really good. The airtime hills are amazing. The turns are very forceful.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. She liked that one quite a bit. So does Dad. Fun ride. Fun ride. Good airtime. Way to go, Intamin. I mean, lots of helix, lots of straight track, but still pretty darn good. The Wild One. Allie Coaster credit, number 166. All right, talk to me.
It was really good. It was a little bit janky, but it was like really good. It's kind of like a mixture of the Boss and American Eagle. It's really good.
That's a pretty good comparison. The Wild One, and you know what? They still have the go-karts here too, which is neat because, let's face it, a lot of parks are taking these out. So, yeah, good on them. So, after a few more rides, they really did a lot of track work on board, and it's made a huge difference. I mean, it's still not smooth, but comparatively to what it used to be, what a huge improvement. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I like it now. Not to say that I didn't before, but I definitely like it more when it's a little bit more tolerable and, you know, gives some excitement instead of pain. So, yeah. Way to go, Six Flags America. Nice work getting Roar back to a point where it makes us. So, all right, we are off to go and get, hopefully, Allie's 7th and 8th new credit here from this park. Unfortunately, Raging Cajun has been closed for the majority of the day. Hoping that opens at some point. But until then, we'll just walk around aimlessly and stare at things. Hopefully they start to open rides back up. And she's asking about the Scrambler. And yeah, we can hit up a little bit of Scrambler action. We'll check back in later. So far, pretty great day here at Six Flags America. What do you say, Al? Yeah. Maybe it doesn't deserve all the hate. All right, Allie coaster credit number 167, the Great Chase. Oh, who knows? Is it a banger? Allie, your review.
You are so embarrassing.
All right then. I think that's a review, right? Cajun. Allie coaster credit number 168. What'd you think?
So the first half is just normal, but then you get to the second half, it's spinny with all these flips and turns. It's really cool.
You seemingly liked it, as did I. We are fans. I actually just mentioned in the Pennsylvania top video, or top coasters in Pennsylvania video, how so many parks have since removed their Reverchon Wild Mice, and Six Flags America, they still have theirs, and they're cool. They are some of the more intense models. We're pretty familiar with it, having Exterminator at Kennywood. So see if we can go and pick up a few more bonus rides here before the end of the day. Definitely want to get a couple more on Wild One, a few more on Superman, and probably a few more on Roar. A few good rides here. It's been a great day. So before we get blinded by the lights, we're gonna head out to our car and rest the old legs for a minute and eat a donut.
2.
Dos donut? So yeah guys, very empty day here at Six Flags America. Overcast, a little chilly, but you couldn't ask for a better day as a coaster enthusiast, because at some point throughout the course of the day, even with the wind, everything has been open at one point or another. And most importantly, the lines are super small. So yeah, pretty awesome. How's this for a high thrill ride? The old suspended bridge that actually isn't suspended. Well, as promised, I figured I would bring you on our journey out to the parking lot to eat a donut, because I mean, there's no better entertainment than watching people eat donuts, right? But no, in all seriousness, I just wanted to show the parking lot. This is the type of day that we're having. There's like nobody here. It's awesome. It's exactly what you want. So yeah, we'll hang out here for a little bit and relax, and head back in for the last three and a half hours of the night. Pretty stoked. We'll check back in a minute. Quite literally like the 8th or 9th shutdown on Raging Cajun today. Starting to lead me to believe, considering that they can't get this control system to run for more than like 15 or 20 minutes without there being an issue, sometimes 5-10 minutes. We may be seeing another Reverchon leaving a park here soon, unless they're going to invest in a whole new control system, but that seems highly unlikely. So yeah, Hey, maybe Six Flags America is going to get a kids coaster. Maybe they will get a new family ride. We'll see. Little front row roar action. Should be a fun little bit. Man, somebody walking down the first hill now to Raging Cajun, it blows me away. I mean, the ride operating system for Reverchon Wildmouse is not exactly the most complex piece of equipment in the world. Heck, I think the kid that peels potatoes at the potato patch in the morning knows how to fix our Reverchon Wildmouse. Well, we are on our way out. It's been a heck of a day. Pretty good weather all in all. We never got rained on. The park it's pretty. And today it just so happens to be empty. And we got a lot of great rides today. Like I had said a little bit earlier, I think maybe it was a little unfair to a couple rides here. Maybe they're a little bit better than what I thought they were. Still nothing elite though. And I think maybe I was a little too generous to Superman. I'm not even sure that it is the best ride in the park here. And Allie agreed earlier. She didn't think that it was the best ride in the park either. What was your favorite here?
Probably Joker's
Jinx?
Yeah.
Well, we ended up going out in style. So our last three rides were front row on Roar, front row on Wild One, and front row on Joker's Jinx. That is a great way to wrap up my second Six Flags America trip and Allie's first Six Flags America trip. She got to round up and get up to 168 total credits. So yeah, the road to 200 for her should be at some point later this season, and I'm pretty stoked about it. How about you, kiddo?
I'm stoked.
Yeah, I am definitely excited for you, and I can't wait to see what we're gonna have selected for your 200th credits. It's gonna be pretty tough to top your 100th in time travel, I have to admit. So we'll see what we can plan, see if we can get some numbers to work out and go someplace cool. So till next time, guys.
Hold on a second here. We can't let it end like that. We need some final thoughts. So that being said, number one, the capacity for the rides here, it needs to be improved. Any future rides are going to have a much higher capacity than what they are currently operating with. Roar, ironically, just yesterday, Brandon at Theme Park Predictions had suggested that Roar could be an RMC candidate for 2025-2026, and I fully agree with that, especially with the prospect of me seeing how many issues this park is having with Raging Cajun, their Reverchon Wildmouse, just seemingly cannot get it to operate consistently. Maybe some type of control panel or sensory issue. If that is too much to get going, I could easily see that being replaced, and you could see Six Flags America be the very first park to get a wild moose. Now, back to the Roar thing briefly, I'm not 100% sold that it would be a full conversion. I think it could potentially be a 208 candidate, or Gravity Group pre-cut or something along those lines, but the wild moose concept, do not rule that out for this park. Now, guys, if you enjoy content like this, please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. It really goes a long way to help the channel. All the proceeds that we gain, we foster animals. We were able to rehome this cat and this rabbit down to Maryland with your help and your support. Now, that all being said, till next time, guys, we'll see you out there.